and Lawrence West. Additional service is being added to these routes to help ease the flow of commuters. Regular service resumes Monday morning at 6.
Swedish police say the suspect behind a deadly truck attack is a 39-year-old man from Uzbekistan. The head of Sweden's intelligence agency says the man had been on their radar. 4 people were killed and more than a dozen others were wounded in the attack. Swedish Prime Minister Stefan Löfven says his country will not give in to fear.
We are constantly working on defending ourselves against terrorism, and we'll do whatever it takes to make sure that people can feel safe.
The stolen beer truck traveled for about 500 meters along a main pedestrian street before it smashed into a crowd outside the upscale Allen's department store yesterday afternoon.
680 News Traffic Alert. This is Trevor Loudon from the 680 News Traffic Center. All westbound 401 express lanes are closed from west of Brock Road to west of Whites due to a collision. The backup from approaching Salem. The 680 Traffic Watch continues.
680 News Time, 11:37. Premier Kathleen Wynne will be holding a press conference this afternoon at Queen's Park on the state of New York's Buy American provisions.
State officials say they had intended to include in their budget a policy that would have given preference to American-made goods and products in any new procurements worth more than $100,000. Ontario urged New York to reconsider and dispatched its Minister of Economic Development as well as Minister of International Trade to help negotiations. Premier Kathleen Wynne says the two economies are deeply interconnected, supporting jobs in both regions, with trade last year pushing upwards of $30 billion between the two jurisdictions. Rob Westgate, The Canadian Press, Toronto.
680 News Time, 11:38. A human rights group on the ground in Syria says the country's government is working fast to repair an air base damaged by U.S. airstrikes. ABC's Alex Marquardt is in Lebanon.
One of the leading watchdog groups in Syria, called the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, says that 2 planes have been seen taking off from the Al-Shairat air base. U.S. officials have confirmed to ABC News that it does appear that less than 24 hours after the strike, that the base is back up and running. Keep in mind, this is the base where Syria is believed to have launched the chemical attack from. It was struck with a massive amount of U.S. firepower early on Friday morning. 59 Tomahawk missiles targeting aircraft, hangars, fuel depots, ammunition depots, and air defense systems.
A chemical attack in a northern Syrian town on Tuesday triggered a U.S. missile attack 2 days later that struck the Syrian airbase.
3 people have been taken to hospital after a crash on the 401 Friday night. It happened around 9 o'clock on the westbound lanes near Whites Road. Police saying the vehicle swerved to avoid hitting a couch that someone lost on the highway. A 61-year-old woman is in critical condition. 2 other passengers were also taken to hospital. A reminder from OPP Sergeant Carrie Schmidt, who says failing to secure your load will result in a ticket under the Highway Traffic Act. Those fines could be multiplied if it leads to injuries. 680 News Time, 11:39.
Hey, honey, let's get away.
Ooh, a vacation?
No, a playcation at OLG Slots and Casinos.
Playcation? Yeah.
Remember basking in the glow of the slots and e-tables?
Yeah, it's been too long.
Feasting on the food? Soaking up the entertainment?
Should I pack my fun screen?
Yeah, I'll start the car.
Get away to OLG Slots at Woodbine Racetrack, where games, food, entertainment, and more are always close by. Start your fun at olgfun.ca. Must be 19 years of age or older. Fun wins every time.
Now the 680 News gas price update. Enpro predicting the price of gas will go up this at midnight to an average of 115.9 cents a liter at most GTA stations. Coming up in 60 seconds, a check of traffic and weather together on the ones, including big problems on the westbound 401 out in Scarborough. 680 News Time, 11:40.
When at Paramount Fine Foods, do as the Middle Eastern do. What are you going to have?
I think I'm going to have the shawarma.
It's shawarma, dude.
Looks like shawarma.
Well, I'm going to have the wingus.
It's wings.
That's what I said. Paramount Fine Foods, now serving chicken wings. 36 locations, including Dixie and Eglinton, Front and Jarvis, and Bay and Cumberland. Go to ParamountFineFoods.com.
Your long-term disability claim was denied, and now the adjuster is telling you to appeal. But should you? The answer is, call me. My name is Aaron Waxman, and if your long-term disability claim was denied for any reason, call me at 416-661-4878. And don't worry about upfront legal fees, because there are none. At my law firm, we only get paid when you get paid. And before you call, you should always remember that there are no bad questions. 416-661-4878 or on your cell phone at # LTD.
680 News Time, 11:41 now. Traffic and weather together on the ones. Trevor Loudon's at the traffic center. That's through Pickering now, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Westbound 401 problems. Well, we have all express lanes closed from west of Brock Road through to west of Whites and Pickering. This report is brought to you by Remax. This is because of a jackknife tractor trailer. All the traffic that was stuck in the express is now clear through there, but the westbound 401 is now solid from Salem through to west of Liverpool and the collectors, where it's just very slow. A lot of people slowing down to see what's going on in the express lanes here. You can rejoin the West 401 Express west of Whites. Best bet is to bail off the westbound 401 at Salem and take Kingston Road, Highway 2, or Bailey through this stretch. Though Kingston Road taking on a lot of extra volume. It's slow from West to Liverpool. Bailey's slow from Church to Liverpool as well. Southbound 404 delayed south of Finch to the Shepherd collectors onto the 401, then slow approaching Shepherd Express to approaching Eglinton. Turning onto the West Gardner, delays approaching Bathurst to west of Strawn. Problems we had on the northbound 410, they've cleared approaching Derry. All lanes have reopened. Eastbound 401 slow through Mavis, then slow from the 427 east to Kipling. Watch out, eastbound 401 approaching Warden in the Express. We have metal debris in the two left lanes. MTO has been notified, but they haven't picked it up just yet. Southbound 410 delays approaching Queen to approaching Steeles, and South 427 slow from south of Dundas down to the Gardner ramp. Northbound Yonge Street at north of Finch at Bishop. We're down to a single lane for construction. It's jammed things up from Churchill. Buying a home is one of the most exciting and important moments of your life. Don't leave the details to chance. Go with those who know. Remax agents know the GTA. Call Remax or visit remax.ca. With the forecast meteorologist Harold HOSEIN.
Fair weather and mild today across the GTA with a mix of sun and cloud, a brisk northwest wind, a high of 12, and a clear sky tonight with a low of 4. Tomorrow we expect increasing cloud cover with a chance of late afternoon showers, a gusty southwest wind at a high of 17. Right now we have a cloudy sky, the wind from the west-northwest gusting to 28 kilometers an hour, 6 degrees at Pearson, going up to a guaranteed high of 12.
680 News Time, 11:43.
This is what your yard sounds like when you get summer ready with Scott's Turf Builder.